So here we have the Ford Fiesta Titanium X on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through those controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, you get full leather interior. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer. At the bottom in the middle we've got the fuel gauge, and then above that you can see the total miles on this car are 12,813. You can change the information that's displayed there by pushing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various different pieces of fuel economy information, as you can see. If we work our way down to the steering wheel, starting on the right hand side we have cruise control, and on the left hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. Hit that button in the middle, ask it to dial any one of your contacts list, and it can do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is of course once you've paired the phone, and that's done on the central screen and stereo just here. Before we come back to the phone, you can see this car's got AM radio. It also has FM and DAB digital radio. So there's the FM, as you can see, and then we'll have DAB digital radio next. On top of that, if you want to listen to your own music, we have the CD player just there. This car's also got a USB input and Bluetooth audio. So once you've paired your phone, not only will you be able to make and receive phone calls, but you'll be able to stream your music wirelessly as well. This car also has satellite navigation. There's a full video showing that working on our website, which is well worth checking out. And on top of that, it has a reversing camera. So you can see there it's a full colour image with guidelines showing you where the car is headed in relation to the image that you see. Working our way down, the main stereo unit, as I say, is just there. So you've got the buttons for the satellite navigation, the different radio bands. That button will access the Bluetooth audio and USB inputs, and the main volume is the central dial of that stereo system. Below that, we have the climate control. So you can adjust the fan speed and temperature with these two dials. Once you're happy with those settings, you can determine where within the car you'd like the air to blow. That button will turn the air conditioning on. It's on at the minute while that light's on, or you can turn it off again, or hit auto, and the car will maintain that temperature by taking control of the fan speed itself, and you can override that at any point in time you wish to. This car's also got stop and start, which is that button I've just pushed. It's designed to cut out when you're stationary in traffic to save you fuel. If you'd like to turn that system off, then you hit the button as I've just done. We then have a 5-speed manual gearbox. Directly in front of the gearbox we have heated driver and passenger seats with 2 different heat settings, or you can turn it off altogether. And then finally down the bottom here we have the 12-volt charging socket and the USB input. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.